Hi guys, my name is Joy Musa, the CEO of Vic Atelier. I'll be teaching you how to cut this beautiful asymmetric top today. So you are welcome to class. If this is your first time here, please do well to subscribe to my channel, like and share. Let's go. So the line you see me drawing now is the starting line or the border line, okay? Yes. So the next thing I'm trying to do now is to draft out the bust line, and I use 10 inches as my bust line, okay, as you can see. So I'm trying to mark it with a dot before I use my ruler to connect the dot. So I'm using my tape now to measure my waistline, okay. It depends on your client's measurements, or it depends on your own measurements that you are using if you are sewing it for yourself. So they are not constant, they are something that you just measure by yourself, okay. Yes, make sure you take accurate measurements before doing it. So we are going to connect the lines together. As you can see, that's what I'm doing now. Yes, the last line is the hem or the hip line, okay. Yeah, so I'm sorry, the paper keep folding. I'm trying to insert my shoulder measurement, okay. Wherever your shoulder measurement is, you divide it by 2. If your shoulder measurement is 16, you divide it by 2. If it is 17, divide it by 2, okay. So that's what I marked here at the top. And also I'll be adding 7 inches to the shoulder measurement because of the sleeve. You know, the sleeve is a cut together sleeve, so you will not cut it different, okay. So I added 7 inches as the length of the sleeve. Then I now come down by 1 inch as my shoulder slant. Now I'm trying to label the lines. We have bust line, we have waistline, and we have the length or the hip lines. You can call it the hip line or the length or the hem line. I'm trying to mark out my neck width. The neck width is 3.5. I use 3.5. Yes, because I don't want it to be too big. And the depth of the neck, I use 1 inch because this is the back. We are drafting the back now, okay. Take note, it is the back, not the front, okay. So I'll connect my shoulder slant to the neck width. So as you can see, I'm trying to insert my bust measurement. You know, the formula is bust measurement divided by 4 plus your seam allowance. That's the waistline. I'm trying to insert my waist measurement divided by 4 plus seam allowance. Same thing on the hip line. Your hip measurement divided by 4 plus seam allowance, okay. Yes. So now I'm going to measure how I want the wideness of my sleeve to be, okay. It depends on how you want the wideness of your sleeve to be, okay. Ignore that other line. It was a mistake. I made a mistake, so ignore it. The one I connected to the shoulder line is the line I will be using, okay. So I connected it to my waistline and to my hip line. So as you can see, it is very, very simple, but it is very, very classic, okay. It is a classic top. So now I'll go up by 1 inch. Sorry, my hand cover it. I just go up by 1 inch so that I will shape the down part so that it will not be too sharp, you understand, so that the edge will not be too sharp if I sew it, okay. So now we are done drafting the back. Yes, I'm trying to confirm the length before I cut it. I don't want to cut it before I cut it. Say the length no reach. So I confirm the length of my top before I cut it out. Yes. So after cutting the front part out, we are going to be cutting the back. This is the back. After cutting the back out, we'll be cutting the front, okay. Yes. So yeah, so let's cut the front. This is the front piece. I'm going to use another fresh pattern paper. This line you see me drawing is the border line. I don't want to just be drawing just like that. I want to be guided by a border line, okay. So you know the front of this top is not the same. one is pointed. That's what makes it asymmetric. One is pointed and the other one is not. So because of that pointed side or that asymmetric style, we'll be leaving 3 inches in the front. As you can see, I'm marking out 3 inches. You understand? Yes, I'm marking out 3 inches at the front. Yes, so it is from that line that I'm drawing now that we'll start our measurement, as you can see. So I place the back piece on the front, on the line I drew just now. I'm trying to mark out the bust line, the waistline, and the hem or the length line because I don't have tracing wheel. What I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to mark out the shoulder slanting because this one I've already cut it out, so I just decided to okay, use my ruler to slant it. So I'm trying to mark the lines out so that I'll use ruler and connect them together. As you can see, that's what I'm doing now. Okay, yes, so I've already connected the lines. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to trace on the sides. What I'm doing now, I'm tracing the neck width. Yes, then I'll trace the side from the down or from the hemline. I'll be going down with 3 inches or 4 inches. You understand? Depending on how you want it. Me, I use 4 inches. Sorry, I use 4 inches because of that pointed asymmetric shape at the front. I used 4 inches downward. You understand? From your back measurements, you now go down by 4 inches. If you want to go down by 3, no problem, depending on how pointed you want it to be. So I have trimmed that side that I said, I want to shape it so that it will not be very sharp. I've trimmed it. Yes, so I'm trying to trace it there so that I can connect it to the initial 4 inches that I marked. Okay, you understand as we continue. So I've marked out the asymmetric shape. I'm trying to trace it out. I'm trying to trace the shape now out because I don't have a tracing wheel. So you people bear with me. I'll soon get it by the grace of God. But for now, you people should manage this. Okay, so I'm done tracing it, as you can see. So what we'll be doing now is to mark the shoulder, is to mark the neck depth, the front neck depth. From where you see me connect, that place that I'm pointing now, it is where your overlap will stop, because that other part, it's where your neckline will stop. Sorry, that other part that entered through that extra 3 inches will be the one that will overlap the other one. You understand me? So if you want it to be deeper, you can make it deeper. But me, I used 8 inches as the neck depth of the front. Okay, I used 8 inches. If you want it to be deeper, no problem. If you want it to be smaller, no problem. It is your choice, okay, or your client's choice. So I'm trying to connect the line so that we'll have that very good asymmetric shape, as you can see. This top is very, very simple and easy to make, and it's very, very classic. So I will cut out the border line because, of course, it's not inclusive in my measurements, and I'll cut out the neck line of the front. So this is what we have now. We are going to go ahead now and trace it or cut it on another different paper, because the front has 2 different shapes. One is asymmetric and one is not. So we can only achieve that if we have 2 pieces, because they are not the same. Okay, yes, so that's what I'm trying to do now. You understand? Once I'm done cutting, you understand it better. So as you can see, I'm done cutting. I'm done cutting. That's the 2 part. I said let me gum it and see, let me tape it and see how it will come out. So it depends on how you want it. If you want the left side to overlap the right, no problem. If you want the right to overlap the left, no problem. It is your choice. You understand? So I'm trying to trim the other part with the back. You understand? So that if I'm joining it by the side, one will not be longer than another. That is what I'm trying to do now, as you can see. So I'll cut it out, I'll shape it, because if you check the style inspiration very well, you will discover that one is longer at the front. As you can see now, you understand, one is longer and the other is not longer. So I'm done cutting it on my fabric. I've already ironed interfacing. On the fabric, okay. And so as you can see, I've already joined it, the shoulder, the back, and everything, as you can see. So I'll go to the machine now and sew the lining to the cloth, because I joined lining to lining and cloth or fabric to fabric, okay. So I'm going to sew it now on the machine and turn it. And this is how I'll sew it from the down to the sleeve and to the front. This is the belt, because it has belt at the back, okay. So this is the belt. Just cut the belt anyhow you want, because it doesn't have any formula. So I've already sewn it, ironed it. As you can see, I've pinned down my belt inside. Now I'll go and join this. I've already put my body measurement on it, okay. So the next thing I'll do now is to go and join it. You understand me? I've ironed it and everything, and this is the outcome. Very good, nice, clean, and you see it on my body. Very nice, clean. You can use brunch for it. I put button inside, pressing button, and I still use brunch. It looks